Myself, Dr. Virendra Kumar. I'm IT professor. Why I create this small video? Because every now and then, every morning newspaper, whether you talk about Times of India or Hindustan Times or Economic Times, The Hindu, various digital magazine, specifically across the world and in India, you find cyber crime is increasing day by day. If I talk about 2026, if you look at the history of the cyber crime, it is estimated that cyber crime could be reached up to 20 trillion in 2026. This is the volume of the money people lost when cyber as a crime emerged in the horizon in front of the world. We know that technology is a bliss for everyone. We know that IT enabled services, computer networks is a kind of revolution in the industry. It is a revolution for the business world. A technology like e-commerce, e-business, nowadays we all enjoy. Ever growing social media, it may be any social media platform, it may be a Facebook or Twitter, it may be a LinkedIn, or it may be a any platform you talk about. These are the one of the world biggest social media platform. You find every now and then that the scenario of doing business is changed. Technology adaptability, technology vast network in terms of the computers. If I talk about the WAN or LAN, in any remote locations you can able to access your bank account. In any remote location you can do the online payment. In any remote location you can do any type of the financial transactions. It may be RTGS, it may be NEFT, it may be a remote banking, it may be a IMPS, or it may be any means of transaction. It may a transaction with the help of the digital wallet. It is quite famous in India. We talk about UPI. Yes, since we own world largest populations in India specifically, we have more than 1 crore smartphone user estimated, and also more than 1 crore internet user. This is how the gravity of the technology using in India. And if you talk about the transaction of the payments, UPI is quite popular. Even the chai wala or the small nukkad shop, they are ready to accept you the UPI payment. This is how the revolutions there, and it is seen in the Indian horizon that yes, people believing in the online payment, people believing in the computer technology, people believing in the cloud computing, people believe in the virtual private network, people believe in the financial transactions through online. As I told you, if we estimated the fraud which is happened across the world till 2016, there was a research. It is shown that almost 20 trillions of money people lost because of the cyber crime. Now, question to be asked: what is cyber crime? Cyber crime can be a crime which is there, and it can done with the help of the technology, or you can say wrongful use of the technology. Suppose you got some kind of a phishing mail. People mail you when they ask you, okay, you want this lottery, this lottery, this lottery, this lottery, and suddenly they ask you about your account detail, they ask you about your personal detail, they ask you about your bank detail, and once you communicate with this kind of people who wrongly approach you and maliciously give you some kind of lucrative things. Okay, you want lottery, you want this, you got a parcel, etc., etc., etc. And once you stuck in their trap, they will ask you your banking detail, the financial detail, and they ask you some kind of token of money that okay, your lottery or your package or your parcel delivered to you if you give certain amount to us as a process initiation fee. So this is what we call a phishing. Then there was another type of the cyber crime. People wrongly use your wrongly approach you with other user other IDs and the authentications. They use other email IDs, they use other mobile numbers, and they use other identity, and they approach you with the same kind of stuff. Yes, you want lottery, you want this, and you want this, and if you're stuck in their trap, and yes, you can share your financial things, your banking detail, and you become the victim of the cyber crime. Then there was a some kind of resonance software is also there. Malicious software is there. They intentionally WhatsApp you, or they mail you some kind of link, and they ask you, okay, you download this software, and then once you download that particular software, as a ransomware, then they can hack your computer, they can hack your data, they can hack the financial detail and other detail which is there in your computers. Then there was another type of the cyber hacking that which is called the denial of services. Intentionally they can flooded your website with this so much of requests and so much of trafficking, and suddenly legitimate user, they are unable to access their website, and they can hack your whole website, whole data. So these are some of the technique of the cyber crime. So how to protect yourself, these kind of crime, these kind of cyber attacks, these kind of malicious accessibility of your network, of your data, of your computers. Very there are certain things to follow to protect yourself from the cybercrime. One is that you should create a very strong email ID, you should create a very strong password. Second, you can double check your security system. If you as a authentic user, you can access your financial account, or maybe a email account, or maybe any account which is used for financial transaction, that you should double check, okay, what kind of authentication you provide to access your financial account. It may be a biometric access, it may be a OTP access, it may be a fingerprint access, it may be a retina access. So these are some of the parameters you maybe follow to protect yourself from the cybercrime. No matter how close your colleague is, no matter how close your friend is, you should not share anything, any accounting detail with your friends, any OTP or any password or any PIN or any user ID, maybe with your colleague, or maybe your friend, or maybe your near or dear one. This is how you can protect yourself. Specifically, you take the lucrative advantage of the technology. Nowadays, biometric scan is it is cheaply available in the market. You can maybe use the biometric scan, biometric device, or the face ID, or the finger ID. So this is how you can protect you can protect yourself from the cyber crime. A question to be asked: nowadays, everywhere, along with the cyber crime, digital arrest is the new mechanism of the crime which is happening across the world. If we specifically talk about the India, when we talk about the digital arrest, in every newspaper, it may be any famous newspaper like Times of India, Hindustan Times, Economic Times, or Hindu, or any online subscriptions, magazines, or the catalogs, or the news is which is flashes in your mobile phone. Once you browse any information, it shows that every now and then people are victimized of the digital arrest. Now, question to be asked: what is digital arrest? How it happened? Digital arrest is basically is a kind of psychological phenomena, where a fake people ask you, portrait themselves as a CBI officer, portrait themselves as a police officer, portrait themselves as the RBI the employee, and they approach you with the help of the video calling, they approach you with the help of the mobile calling, or they approach you with the help of the WhatsApp, some kind of link. And once if you accidentally or intentionally, if you open the link, or you receive the WhatsApp call, or you receive the message, or you receive this telephonic call, then they portrait themselves, okay, they wear sometime police dress, sometime custom dress, sometime they show some kind of legal documents, their I-card or the fake I-card, that they belong from this department, and they psychologically trap you and ask you, okay, that and bullying you that your parcel is with me and this parcel is contain the something very malicious thing. It may be a drugs, or it may be anything which is not legally permitted, and they bullying you, and they can psychologically trap you, and they ask you that okay, if you really want to be rid away with this problem, then you can instantly give them a money. So in that case, I tell you that you should create some kind of knowledge program to your peer group, when you maybe sharing breakfast with your parents, with your kids, or when you are going out to watching movie with the friend, or you are become you are attending class with your peer student, or you are college going students, then you should guide them about the latest happening of the digital arrest. This is the budging crime which is growing day by day, and the criminal of such a crime, they know the psychology of the individual. If you talk about the elder people, yes, they are the soft target for the people who indulge in the digital crime. They intentionally pop up them as some kind of message, or they do the video calling, and they trap them. And then the other soft target are the small kid, or the teen, or the school going kids, or the college going kids. They in the name of the online video game, when you become part of such kind of chunk or group, then they once they familiar the kind of mindset you have, the kind of psychological behavior you have, then they ask you some kind of favor, or some kind of desire, or some kind of things that which is not legally acceptable by anybody. As you all know, recently around 1 month back, our Indian Bollywood superhero Akshay Kumar daughter case, where she become part of one kind of some kind of online game. Then one bad day, the person who is playing that game, some kind of remote location, they ask his daughter that okay, do some kind of unlegal things, and suddenly the daughter informed that thing to the Akshay Kumar, his dad, and he publicly came into the media and say that this is the gravity of the digital arrest, this is the gravity of the digital crime. So my idea is to create this video that I should aware you, I should differentiate you that okay, what is cybercrime and what is digital arrest. So this is our social responsibility, that we should aware our neighbors, aware our elder peoples, aware our parents, aware our kids, aware our college going students, how you can protect themselves with such kind of crime. It may be a crime which is related to the cyber crime. Yes, cyber crime involve internet, mobile communication, local area network, virtual network. And secondly, you should also aware about the new type of crime which is called the digital arrest, to your kids, to your parents, to your friends, to your peer ones. And you should discuss this thing in the breakfast, in the lunch, or in maybe some kind of public meeting. This is how we can create the awareness. This is one such kind of my video. Being a IT computer science professor, I will awake you every now and then, because today, even in the today newspaper, I find so many news related to the digital arrest and digital crime. So my friends, I hope you like this video. You can subscribe my channel, you can subscribe my videos, you can share my video with your peer friends, with your kids, with your elder parents, so they understand the unwanted peoples is knocking your door in the form of cybercrime or digital arrest. Thank you.